moist?
Brown.
Moist Brown?
Brown.
Favorite. It's one of my favorite jazz musicians.
Yeah. Oh,
Moist Brown.
That was my guy. I got all his records.
We definitely would have seen him at the Jazz Museum in Kansas City for sure.
That's true. Yeah, too bad we didn't go to the Jazz Museum.
It's true.
Because we're racist.
Yep, that's 100% why.
That's why.
It's the only reason. Because they didn't have a Kenny G setup. I didn't want to go.
That's the only jazz musician I respect.
There's no Kenny G here. This isn't a real museum.
That's right. It doesn't even have to be a museum about jazz. It's not a real musician if there's no Kenny G. Like science and industry, you better talk about Kenny G, or I'm not.
Better get some Kenny G in here.
Yeah, he's an industry all on his own.
He scientifically engineered the jazz flute. God damn it!
That's right. A soprano saxophone, actually.
Oh my goodness! Howdy, howdy. Hello, Andy.
Hi.
Not you.
Oh.
Kenny G night at the G Spot. Hell yeah.
There you go. I mean, is he available to play baseball? We might need him.
We actually might. I'm not sure that there's even 20 people on the 26-man roster right now. Yikes. Why is Baloney yelling at me already? I don't need. What is he talking about?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't know. We'll have to find that out eventually.
I've got nothing but the Jeopardy music playing in my head.
Constantly, actually, yeah.
Constantly, yes.
Yeah, that's just how you live your life.
It's an affliction.
How are you, Stoop?
God, I'm so good. So good and not sweaty at all. It's
at all?
No, yeah, it's really I like the way that it feels outside where like the air is soup. I like soup air. It's the best.
Yeah. You go out there with a spoon, you just eat it.
Yeah, it's
best air.
It's great. I love it.
Such good air.
How are you?
I mowed the lawn today.
Ooh.
In this humidity, so I was also quite sweaty, and I'm not anymore. But yeah, it's a little thick out there. It's not
thick,
horrible, but
thick.
You know, it's a little girthy out there.
Yeah, we got girthy air out there.
We got some girthy, soupy air.
Some veiny, throbbing air out there.
Really do. It's pulsating.
You can feel it.
I can feel the girthy air on my face. That's what meteorologists are talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And here we have a rolling of girth air coming up from the south.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and to the west, you see this front of girthy air rolling in.
Just imagining a really thick line on their meteorologist.
Yeah. I mean, it already sets itself up for entendre, so they don't really need a lot of help there. So that'd be good.
And this girthy boy over here,
yeah, might as well lean
into the girth.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Oh my gosh! What are we doing? What is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ladies and them, this is Talking Out Our Ass. It's a bi-weekly, I've learned the term, it's a bi-weekly talk show hosted by the venerable Sam Reeves alongside yours truly, Stoop Kid, where we have a guest on to interview. However, as of this very moment, your gorgeous, handsome hosts have no idea what this episode is going to be about. We have absolutely no clue. We have the guest do all the preparation and all the work, while we do none of that. And then we bring the guest on, and the guest tells us live in front of all of you what we're going to talk about for the next hour.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still doing it. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
We hate ourselves and you. We hate you. We hate you and ourselves. That's why we're doing it.
Our loyal viewers.
That's our mission statement. Actually, we hate you. Wait, no, that's the White Sox mission statement. It's similar though.
Yeah. We don't respect you.
Right. Yeah. And we think you shall.
We like you. We just don't respect you. And you don't respect yourself, and that's evident.
With that being said, do we have a guest? Did you bring do you have a guest in waiting here?
I do, and people seem to already know who it is, which I don't understand how that's possible. But I mean, I guess everybody's talking about it. Somebody named
The
Julie.
streets are buzzing.
Another one for Julie.
The streets are buzzing, or perhaps
I
gobbling.
don't know. They're gonna be really upset when I don't bring Julie on here.
Yeah, this would be great if it were not.
They're gonna be really confused.
What if it were just another me?
Oh God, that would be awful.
Wouldn't it?
I don't want that at all. But we do have a guest, and it is Steelers superfan and backbone of her household, Turkey Julie Fonseca.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us, Julie. How are you?
Hello, moist and brown. I am good. I was laughing so hard backstage. I don't know if you could hear me.
Couldn't hear you, but
okay, good. I was laughing a lot. I feel like I'm not the only high person here. I think so.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Julie, I'm never high. These are just my thoughts.
Oh,
yeah, that's just his face.
That's just my face.
That's just. I keep finding myself saying this to explain Sam to people.
It is my face.
That's just what he looks like.
I'm sorry about that, everybody. I have permanent dumb face.
Not true. Not true.
Julie, you had a nice weekend at the Whiskey Comiskey with the bums that you unwaverably support for whatever reason. I guess because you have a husband, whatever. Everybody knows you're the true hero of that whole organization over there. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I heard in the intro that you said that your guests spend a lot of time preparing. I did not.
Well, more
than we did.
To be fair, more time than we spend. It's not that guests spend a lot of time preparing. It's that guests do any amount of preparing at all. Like I didn't think about this show until 30 minutes ago. think about, not prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I guess we can skip this small
right
talk.
Yeah, we can just go right to it. Julie, what's this interview going to be about?
I am going to talk about each and every bum's dirty, darkest secret.
Oh, hell yes.
All right, great.
No,
every single one.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, not happening. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about anything, but I guess the most that I would know about that I enjoy watching and learning about would be King Henry VIII.
King Henry VIII?
Yes.
I thought for sure you were going to say Steelers football.
Yeah, so did I.
That's what I think everyone expected. That's what Peter told me to do, but I got two in my head of like, what if I don't know as much as dudes do, and then I disappoint women everywhere for talking about sports?
If you're talking about these two dudes, you don't know anything. We don't know anything about anything. That's the premise of the show. But this will be great. This will be like this will be one of those episodes where we could use Google, but instead we ask you. So Henry VIII. How many Henrys were there? Why were there so many?
Oh man, we are starting in an area that I will not be able to answer.
Make it up. No one's
fact checking.
But there are a lot of numbers and royalty regardless.
One thing about numbers, there's a lot of them.
And they don't stop.
If you guys watch House of Dragons, I'm sure you figured that out. It's a very common occurrence in the royalty families, gentlemen.
Yes.
We're talking about number 8
historically
here.
accurate House of Dragons.
We'll show you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
They don't even have numbers though.
No,
just
they
name
don't.
people the same, and that's it. People and dragons the same.
And it's very confusing.
Yes, but I will note that as a follow-up question to quote later of how many Henrys are there.
Good. We're batting 1,000.
Yes.
What made you pick Henry VIII? You like him more than the other Henrys?
I think he is my favorite Henry. This is true. I mean, you guys got to know a little bit about something. He's mostly known for his wives.
I was gonna say, see the one with all the wives.
He's the one with all the wives.
Okay. Big wife guy.
Yes, and breaking away from the church. And it was never the same after that.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. And it has to
Scandalous.
do with the wives. It all started with the wives.
Oh,
The
those
church didn't want
wives.
him to have the wives, or
The wives
No,
didn't want him to
so
have
we'll
the
start
church.
with wife number 1.
okay.
So Henry was not supposed to inherit the throne. He was in line for the throne, but not the next to inherit. He had an older brother, Arthur. So Arthur passes away, and he is married to Catherine of Aragon of Spain. And she, they never had children. There's some say that they never
Fornicated.
marriage.
Whoa, we gotta blur
Made in
that.
marriage.
Sorry,
There's
everyone,
a
turn this TV
rumor.
off if your kids are watching, please. We apologize.
This is rated R, y'all. Okay. So they were together for a very long time. They only had one surviving infant named Mary. Okay. But he always wanted a son, and he didn't want to be with her anymore.
Oh,
And so what he did is reach out to the Catholic Church to try and annul the marriage, claiming that she was never his wife to begin with because she was married to his brother prior. So that's how he was trying to get the marriage annulled.
Interesting.
The Catholics said no. Not happening, man. You guys are staying together
forever.
And obviously, like he has his advisors, right? Everybody has their own motives. There's nothing to do back then. Nothing to do but fuck and drink. That's it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So you're climbing the social ladder, and everybody has their own motives. And it's not just that it's his wife. She also comes with a country, which means trading, armies, alliances against the others. So it's a very big deal to go up against Spain at this time.
So this is.
So
this
he
is
says, you know
Spain.
what?
So she's
Fuck
Spain
you
and
Catholic
he's
guys.
England.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Sorry, she's Spain and he's England.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Continue. I want to get my country straight.
I'm sorry, I didn't mention that.
No. That's something that should be assumed that most people would know, but I'm a jackass. Continue.
So he's like, all right, fuck you guys. I'm breaking away from the church. I'm going to be my own head of church, and I will annul this marriage myself. And also breaking away from the Catholics, you also lose money. Other alliances may go against you because no one else is leaving the Catholic faith. So it's a big deal. It pissed them off.
Yeah, that's like what most of the hullabaloo was about around this time, right? It's pretty much you believe in my God or I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah,
Right?
it was pretty much Catholic and Protestants that were, and where they didn't need a priest or a pope or cardinal or, all these appointed officials in the Catholic faith that are loaded with money.
Right.
While they're like, have nothing. They can just, appoint their own and talk to God that way. So there's a lot of that.
So basically, if I want to talk to God, I just need to make a lot of money.
Pretty much, I guess.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
But yeah, they didn't want you to be able to read, the faith or the Bible and, be able to translate that for yourself. And I
Made
feel like that's still true.
lots of money. Okay, this is good. We're learning.
I have a feeling you spelled all of those words wrong.
I actually wrote them.
So sorry,
I
this
actually
is
wrote them
boring.
I wrote them with a pencil on a box of pens. But so he leaves. So this is marriage number one. The way that you and Sam said he had lots of wives, I assume there's lots of marriages. So he leaves the Catholic Church after marriage number one.
Yes, and he was married to her for a long time. Let's see. From 09 to 33.
And you just knew that. You're not looking at Google.
No, that one I looked at.
From
No,
1909 to 1933. So they saw the Titanic. They saw.
I'm sorry.
It's rock. Oh wait, did I say that? I meant 1533.
No. I said
Okay. 1509 to 1533. Okay, there's something else happening during all of this, by the way.
What's
Uh-oh.
The person that is in his ear and encouraging him to leave his faith so he can annul his marriage is Anne Boleyn, soon to be wife number 2.
Oh,
The other Boleyn girl.
in
Yeah.
his ear.
In his ear.
Right.
She used her chastity as her bargaining tool. She could have just been a mistress with a lot of, because even as a mistress, you're going to have pull and people are going to respect you. And normally they get land and things like that, houses and titles. But her and her father and her uncle, who were the ones kind of pushing her in front of the king, right? If you got a hot daughter, there's a chance for you to move up in the court.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much like, I don't have anything to offer you, but I got a hot daughter you can marry if you want to give me some stuff for her.
Yeah, so it's slowly planting. So she was a lady in waiting to the queen also, which she was with the queen all the time. So imagine how fucked up that is.
Damn. Yeah. So she's like she's like the queen's understudy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Changing her, prepping, her hair, her makeup, her wardrobe.
And do we know like the ages of the people involved here? I'm always curious about that when we're talking about these things.
Yeah, I think she was a bit older. Catherine Aragon.
Like
When they were married
older
for a
as in
really
his
long
age
time.
or older than him?
No, I don't. No, just older than him.
Okay.
I don't know for sure. Yeah.
Nope. You know everything. You're an expert on this subject. Just say it with confidence and we'll believe you.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it.
We have no action to look this up on our own and be like, you were wrong. Like we don't know.
Well, now I'm gonna click.
Whatever you tell us is the truth, Julie.
In all
I
things,
can't tell
too.
you.
In all things, everything, anything you say on this show is 100% true.
Or off the show. Anything you
Oh
ever
yeah,
say.
okay. She was
ever.
like 6 years older than him.
Holy moly!
Okay, well that makes sense because she was married to his brother first, and so I
Yeah.
assume it was an older brother, and so that makes
cradle robber.
That makes enough sense. So then the second wife who tells him to leave the church, and now he's a new man with a new woman. How old is she? Like, what's the age range there?
Of Anne Boleyn, what is her age?
All right, let's find out. Let's see. So Henry was born in 1491, and Anne Boleyn was 1501.
Okay, so she's 10 years younger than him.
Yeah, all right.
So not like, but it'll get worse as it goes on.
And Henry VIII was born just before America was discovered. Damn.
I was thinking that also.
Unlucky, man. If he was born the same year, he'd have been even more famous.
Would
So
That's how
then
it works.
Like, yeah.
he annuls the marriage.
Okay.
And then they marry.
He and Anne Boleyn marry.
Yes, him and Anne Boleyn. This really pisses off the Catholic Church.
What
No,
to be fair, what doesn't piss off the Catholic Church?
It's true. Everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This podcast probably does.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're on the Catholic Church. We're on the Vatican's equivalent of the no-fly list or the NSA or whatever.
Yep,
for
100%.
sure. For sure.
What do you mean? All we do is preach Catholic.
unless you believe, as some callers do, that the Vatican is actually has been usurped by satanic influence, in which case we're on the same page as the Catholic Church. I'm rambling. Anyway, so
But
he marries
have you ever seen the Da Vinci Code?
a long
That
time
movie made religion super cool. I was like,
ago.
I want to go over there and learn everything about all this fakeness.
Made it do something a youth pastor could never do.
That's right.
So how long is he with Anne Boleyn now? Because I've heard that name. I kind of familiar with that name.
Yeah, so only about 3 years.
What? Whoa.
Yeah,
He
And
threw
she
it all
couldn't
away
make
for
He
3
couldn't give
years.
him a son either.
it was bad. So they pissed off the Catholic Church, but they also pissed off their alliances because he broke away from the church.
Right.
So England and France were alliances and not alliances like all the time. They were just the on and off relationship.
Will they? Won't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still is. Still is.
So you have to imagine there's a lot of pressure on him, like his trusted advisors and all that are in his ear. No one likes the Boleyns, the father, the uncle that put her there. She messed up everything politically wise. So she had a daughter, which was Queen Elizabeth, his
Oh,
daughter. Yes. So I'm sure you guys know her. She was one of the longest reigning queens, maybe monarch ever.
now again,
About,
which
like,
is this
40
Queen
to 50
Elizabeth
years.
the First?
That would be the first one. It has to be the first one because
I think it is the first one, but hold on.
Because we're still in like the 16th century.
No, it is. Yes, it's
There's like
Elizabeth
97 Henrys and 400 Elizabeths. So
Right, but this is like the 16th century, so I think this is probably the first one.
It's one. It's number one. Yes,
what century are we in now?
1500s.
1, 2.
She fails to have a son. He is now over it. He does not
Already.
want marriage any longer.
That's because she quit putting it in his ear.
Well, funny you should mention because there's a new person
Already
in
again?
Henry's vision or line of sight.
Jeez.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's the same situation. It's the Seymour family. The father and another uncle are pushing along their daughter to become a lady in waiting to the queen, who then starts kind of, getting in the king's favor, if you will.
Putting it in his ear.
And they are a Catholic family.
Aw,
Yes.
good
So
wholesome Catholic.
does he go back to Catholicism?
No, or he does eventually, yes.
Oh.
He ends up, I don't remember the reasons specifically around why he didn't just annul his marriage to Anne Boleyn. Part of it could have just been how everything had gone down with his first wife annulling. Like, the public will know why you're annulling. Like, it has to be a specific reason.
Right.
So they end up finding Anne Boleyn guilty of adultery and incest, which everyone says did not happen.
Of incest?
Yes, but with the parties working against her and her family to restore the king back to Catholicism and being normal again,
So I've got a couple
They
questions about
planted
that.
these stories.
I've got a couple questions there because
Okay.
first of all, like, wasn't incest just a regular thing? Like, isn't that how you keep the bloodline pure?
I think at this point that was not happening anymore.
Okay, so that's number one.
And
Number
it
two,
was, but maybe more cousin
sure.
would probably be the furthest thing.
And
Maybe
so
even a
that was
second
that.
cousin.
So you're leading me into my second part of this question, which is who did they claim she was doing incest with?
Her brother.
Whoa.
I see. I
But
see.
also you're cheating on the king.
More importantly.
Yeah. So she was beheaded. He killed her.
Wow.
That's okay. That's what I was kind of remembering. I was like, I know he definitely has killed a few of these women.
Yeah.
Okay, off with her head. Next.
On to the next one.
Now, how old's the next one?
Ugh.
Is this like a Matthew McConaughey situation where he keeps getting older and they stay the same age?
Pretty much.
Or Leo DiCaprio where they
it's an
turn
up and
25
down
and he
thing.
kills them.
It's up and down for him. She was born in 1508, so a little younger than Anne.
So she's 17 years younger than King.
Yeah.
Right.
Gross.
But so as soon as the beheading happened, they were off to be married, like immediately. This was already brewing, right? Again,
Right.
she's not going to give up her virginity. Like she can't do that. Oh no.
No, you have to be married.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh my goodness. So they were like, okay,
So
her head's off. Let's go to the church.
Yep. They were probably already at the church. I mean, they probably cut her head off
yeah.
outside the church, and then you just go inside the church and you have a wedding.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's convenient. Time.
Do they have the wedding in a Catholic church?
This one, I don't know if he had fully. No, I don't think not yet. He does eventually make his way back to the church, but I think a lot of these were also done at like the castles or wherever they wanted to have the ceremony.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes enough sense. Like we have we have venue at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like his cardinal.
We have church at home.
Like I guess every person had, appointed cardinal that would be a part of the court and everything. And when he took him to, damn it, I forgot where it was. But his castle basically was way nicer than where King Henry's was. And so when he already felt that he was losing Henry to the Protestant, he gave him his home, which he should have, because the Catholics were pocketing all this money. And I mean, so were the courts as well, the royal families, but the Catholics had way more money than the courts did. The kings and queens had.
And what's money at this time? Is it like seashells? Like, is it like
No,
hair?
I think it was gold.
It's wheat, barley,
right?
Grain. They're just.
I'm sorry, I feel like this is boring.
It's not at all.
No, it's not at all.
Julie, I didn't pay attention in school, so I'm relearning things.
This is school for us. We go to school once every 2 weeks, and this is how we learn things.
Yes.
Okay.
So whatever you tell us is the truth.
Said to talk about the wives. I hope maybe she can say anything that she thinks I'm missing. I don't know.
Well, she's probably disappointed in me that I don't remember the Simpsons episode about this. Because I remember watching it, I don't remember anything about it because it was a very long time ago.
And is that where that song comes from?
I believe so.
I'm Henry VIII. I am the eighth.
If people will let us know, but I believe that's what that is. Yes.
Well, now I'm gonna go watch it after this because I didn't watch all of the Simpsons stuff. Really, Peter and Jason can go on about Simpsons all day long.
Yeah, there is a Simpsons episode about this very topic that it will play perfectly after this. So we're on wife number 3.
3, yes. So
And-
they're together. She's great. Everyone loves her.
Aw.
The country is starting to rally again because, he's going back to, because it's still majority Catholics country still. His allies are happy again. Sorry if that was me. And she has his son. She finally has a son he has been searching for forever.
Victory!
Happens. An heir. A male heir to the throne.
About damn time there was a man here.
Right?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, of course, there's bastards involved in all of this, but that list, no one will know how long that is. Yeah. They are not allowed to be recognized by the king.
Julie just
Even
threw
though
out the
everybody
B
knows.
word.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa.
Trigger warning to all
Sorry.
bastards out there.
Sorry if there's any bastards listening. I'm sorry.
You don't count.
But you do now.
But you
But-
can't be king.
Yes. You can be a happy person, but you will never be a king. So he has the son, right? Okay. Is he happy that he has the
He's
son?
happy. He is still in love. He's even more
Oh,
in love than
that's-
ever now.
Oh, conditional love is always fun.
But then she dies 12 days later.
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
It was a risky proposition to birth a child in those days.
Very. There's a lot of children that didn't make it, and also a lot of mothers that didn't make it.
Yeah.
But yes.
So is that, am I on it that she died of complications from childbirth, basically?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Complications from childbirth. Yeah.
Try being built different, lady.
Yeah, try being built different.
Well, what happens a lot, especially in royal families, and I kind of I'm interested in, what the numbers are, I guess, like survival rate of certain children, I guess, compared to others, because what happens is the later in pregnancy, or sometimes the whole pregnancy for someone in a royal family, they are cooped up. You're not going anywhere now.
Mhm.
You're getting weighted on hand and foot. It's take it easy. You have to rest. Like you're carrying the next heir.
Right, you're a baby factory.
Yeah, but it's not good. It's for your mental health. Like think about, like I would go crazy being stuck in my room now for 8 months, and I have a TV, I have a phone, I have the
Right.
internet.
Right.
There's all kinds of shit to do. Like you just have your ladies in waiting, and you are in that room.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so I don't think I think that has a lot to do with it, not moving around. And then that the same thing happens after the children are born, especially a male child. They are not seeing any other children. You are not playing with anyone. You are not going anywhere because they don't want you to get sick. And
So
yeah.
the king, so the guys who end up being king are well-adjusted, normal people.
No.
Very, very normal people.
They've got their shit together, and they're
Second borns, yes. Second male borns get a little more room.
See, now, if I don't know, I recall some things now that core memories are being unlocked about Henry VIII. He has his firstborn son finally. When does he have the resentment against his son eventually, or is that a different Henry? Because I know one of them tries to like kill their son because they don't want them to take over for them or something.
I
don't
think
know
this
what's
is a
Henry.
different Henry, yeah.
Okay.
different Henry. Sam.
I know there's one that wanted to kill his son because he like didn't want him to take over as king. That was his way out, was killing his son.
That could have been Charles now. You
Oh,
know, who
could have
knows?
been. Definitely could still be
Yeah.
if he's actually alive.
One of the Charles. I don't know. Yes. So very sad. He wore black for like 7 months. I think the requirement was only a month or 3 months.
Aw.
But he was in mourning for a very long time.
Finally
Something
had the
he went a
woman
little nuts. Yeah.
gave him what he wanted. Damn.
So then,
He
okay,
was
so
in,
that
he was
was
in his
wife
My
number
Chemical Romance era.
Or he was a cat burglar.
Yeah, he was in, Henry was in his Hot Topic era.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, understandable. He was
We get
writing bad poetry and like drawing black roses and
Mhm.
you know.
No, I think there's rumors that he spent a lot of time like locked up with what do they call him? Kind of like a jester.
Hmm.
That's not what it is. Ugh.
Hey, funny man, make me laugh. I'm sad.
Yes, it was one of those people, and I
Yeah,
can't
that's a
remember
jester.
what the
That's a
name of.
jester usually.
Yeah, there's a
Court
different
jesters.
name for it. Ah, damn it. But yeah, basically they could talk back to the king or, say whatever they want.
Oh,
You
fuck yeah.
just
How do
you're
we
like
get
you
that
just
job?
shoot him the shit. So
Man, I want that job. Shit.
dang, I'm gonna have to look that up. I forgot the word.
So he's wearing black for about 7 months. Okay. And
Yes.
then he obviously remarries again.
Yeah, because they're like, Henry, you gotta get out of there. The emo phase is over. You got a country to run. Like, let's go.
Dude, she's dead. Get over it.
And Henry goes, "It's not a phase."
You guys just don't understand.
Yeah, basically. So then he needs another wife because you need a wife to start securing more heirs, right?
Right.
You
Yeah.
can't just have one. You gotta, get a line of them going.
Yeah, because this one's gonna die. Hedge your bets.
Just like Jordan. Can never have enough air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why else do you need a wife? So you either need more land, more money, armies, right? In this case, he marries, or he says, I'm picking my next wife.
Oh.
And this one was really young.
Oh, no. Because he's got to be like 50.
Oh, no. Wait. I messed up.
We're not at the young one yet.
We're not at her yet.
Oh,
No.
God.
So who's this in between wench?
No,
Now
so
I'm
when
even
they
more sad.
Yeah, so when they get him out of there, his privy council, his advisors, they are like, they've been suffering. He hasn't shown his face. Like, it's time to go. So they line up Anne of Cleves. And this was done by, like, a lot of times, especially if you're going to be marrying like another country, basically, there is a lot of times where you didn't get to meet this person beforehand. So there were people that would go and sketch portraits and send them back. There's a lot of rumors that, not just in this case, but it happens many of times, that someone on the Privy Council who has their own motives and they really want, the king to marry into this country because it's going to do, XYZ for, the plans that they have. They will, ask the artist to, kind of help it along, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he sees a portrait, Anne of Cleves. He okays it. She comes over. And he's like, "What the fuck? This was not the picture."
She does not look like that, dog.
He was not happy.
Like, you photoshopped that shit. They catfished him. This was the first documented catfish.
Yes, this was catfishing back in the day. Yeah, for sure.
Hand-drawn photoshops.
Yeah.
And of course, when she gets here, he loses his mind, and it's all like, hey, like, I don't know what happened, and who's gonna get like in trouble or like accidentally killed? The artist.
Right.
Because now he wants to find out, did you tell this guy to like paint it differently, or like who fucked up here? Because she doesn't look like that.
He's like holding up the painting. He's like looking at her, looking at her.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
But they blackmail you right from the get-go. So it's like, well, if I don't do it for this noble, because they have a lot of power and money.
Yep.
I'm fucked anyway. So let's just hope for the best.
At that point,
on a good day. Yeah.
So he's bamboozled by this new wife. How long
Yeah.
does she last?
6 months.
Oh God. Does she die?
6 months. During this time, I mean, he still has never fully made his way back in with the Catholics, I believe. Like he was going that way, and then maybe it didn't happen because he annulled this marriage.
Ah,
So he didn't kill her, which is good.
okay. That's good.
That's good. What a good guy.
He's like, you know what? I wanted to, but
I
So
guess I
Catherine
don't
of
know.
Aragon's still alive at this point, wife number 1. She's hidden away on land somewhere, right? Because
that's nice.
there's not a whole lot she can do, because if you are not dead, you're still a threat. You know,
Right,
she
right.
has many supporters still at this time who believes she is still the queen.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So she's locked away. She can't do nothing. She's withering away. Her and her daughter separated. Princess
Oh.
Mary. Very brutal. Anne was beheaded, and then we had a natural death. And now the 4th one, she is alive but annulled. She is living a comfortable life in England for the rest of her life. There's
good
even
for her.
rumors that they remain friends. That she would
yeah.
still come by and play cards and stuff like that.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, she was ugly, but apparently.
But you could play cards
him.
with her, you know?
She's
But at
ugly,
this time, mind you, he's a piece of shit, because
yeah, I mean,
not only is he a murderer, and he like has commitment issues, which is crazy because you can just openly take as many mistresses as you wanted. But like
Right.
these girls were like, dude, I'm holding out for us to get married.
I mean, who among us isn't, a commit-a-phobe with murder issues?
Yeah.
I mean,
Whomst among us?
I mean,
Like at this time when he's like judging Anne of Cleves, this guy has had a fucked up leg from a hunting injury where he's like, there's pus like oozing out of him like almost every day, and his leg smells
yeah, awesome.
while this is going on. And she comes up and he's like, ew. Like, really?
I bet he's
Have you
also in like
smelled yourself,
fantastic
sir?
shape.
Yeah.
You're a
and then
smelly ass king, man. What the
they,
fuck?
they've got their like, witch doctors or whatever that the king's got, and they're like, here, just drink some juice from this plant and it'll fix everything.
It's just getting more and more infected. Everything they do.
Bleeding people is like
Yeah.
was the answer to everything then.
Mhm.
Like,
That's
we're just
great.
gonna hammer a couple holes.
But what I can tell from looking at you is you have too much blood. We got to get some of that out of there.
You need to get some of that out of there so new blood can come in.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So we
now-
like him, but
okay, we did like Inicles. Okay, now who's next? Is this his I'm picking
now
one?
this is when Henry says,
Yeah, I'm not letting you motherfuckers pick for me. I'm picking one.
I'm
yes,
picking a child.
exactly. Wait, where is she? Oh, I can hear my son. I don't know if you guys can hear him. My daughter just got home. I hear him go, Scarlet. It's like, you're finally here, bitch. What took you so long? Okay. Catherine Howard. Catherine Howard. She is born in 1523.
Oh my!
So what's the age
Yeah.
difference? Because you were doing the math earlier.
That's like a
32
30
years.
Yeah, 32-year age difference.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yes.
He's got to be. How old is he? Got to be at this point?
He's like 50.
Yeah, he's got to be in his 50s or 60s.
And so she's like 18 if he's 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And he picks her because there's rumors that someone in the Privy Council, again, went to an orphanage and like found this girl. Not like an orphanage, but like some kind of place where, there's a bunch of girls that, didn't have parents or whatever. And they kind of like put her, in his way, so to speak.
Hey, here, go
Yeah.
walk in front of him.
So she did have like a very far removed noble family member.
Oh.
So that's where it's like almost allowed as
So
long as she
she's
can
got like
trace it.
she's got like street cred because she's got
Yes.
some kind of royal blood. Like she's not just a nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
Not royal, but at least like a noble birth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Her uncle's brother's cousin.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess every noble family could probably trace down like very far back of how they could have, line to the throne, I guess. But yeah, like the Howard family was not super close to like, being a threat or anything like that. But yeah, he married her.
Ooh.
Dang, how long did this one last? Let me check. I don't know if this is cheating.
It's only cheating if you get caught. Nobody can
Okay,
prove
so
that you're
2
looking at
years.
it.
2 years they were together.
2 years.
And, he couldn't really keep up with her, So I think she was kind of like looking for, some other fun. with other people.
some adventure.
Somebody who can
Yeah.
walk.
Yeah.
So she had cheated. On. Yes. He was not actively looking to leave her by any means. She had no political agendas. Her family member was just happy to be in the court, period.
Yeah, I mean, she was just having a good time in there.
Yeah, he wasn't like trying to keep reaching, which ends up working for you because I think they noticed that and like he just kept getting, a higher rank in the army. But yeah, she was just, whatever. She was just having fun, spending dresses, hanging out with her friends, whatever. But got a little bored, got a little horny.
As you do.
As people do.
She's young. There's nothing going on.
Right. Nothing. She
yeah.
can't watch TV.
But the people, because, right, nobody's getting along, right? This is like corporate, right? There's always some group against another one. They're not getting along, someone else on the Privy Council. So, of course, they're trying to dig information on who they're trying to get rid of or hurt all the time. So this gets found out and brought to the king's attention. Beheaded.
Damn.
Ooh. Ooh. She doesn't have a head anymore. And she didn't give him a son?
No babies.
Wow.
Damn. Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Fun while
we had some bad times. We had some good times.
we had some bad times and we had some bad times.
So that was wife number 5.
Holy moly.
We're already on 5. All right. Well, now we're on 6.
We are on 6, and that is Catherine Parr. So she...
Another Catherine.
Yes. I do not think she was a lady in waiting. I don't think she was actively seeking out the king either, but her husband had passed away, and he was, a friend to the court or high noble family. And I think he had just seen her and was like, okay, this lady's going to take care of me. She just lost her husband. She looks good still. She was born in 1512, so she is younger than King Henry, sorry.
Right. She's older than the last wife, at least.
Yes.
Yeah, like she's, a widower, so is he. Yeah, and she was the last wife. She was well liked by him and everyone else. But he was buried with his third wife, Jane Seymour, who passed away in childbirth. That was like considered his greatest love.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was his final wife still alive when he died?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
I think she even did act as regent. So when his son inherited the throne, he was, still too young. So what they'll do is nominate, a regent. And normally the king will try to like leave his, what he wants done, when the time comes. So I assume, obviously his Privy Council honored all that. Yeah, it's just very interesting, his whole life. There's a lot going on in this time in general.
So so he only so he had 6 wives and he only got one son out of the deal?
So one son that survived
Legitimate son.
infancy. Yeah. So lots of kids with his, mistresses, some of them sons. But as far as I know, that was the longest surviving son.
And
I don't know how long
was he
some of
named
the other
Henry?
ones- No. Wait, was it?
So how long do we
Cool.
have to wait for another Henry? Like,
name was
why is there a gap in Henrys? I always just assumed all the Henrys were just one after another.
Henry,
that
Henry,
was
Henry,
a
Henry.
Henry. That was a Henry too.
Okay.
Yeah,
makes
there's
more
a lot of unnamed sons and everything.
So is he Henry the Ninth?
Yeah, so that'd be Henry the Ninth. Did he do anything
Yeah.
remarkable, or nobody cares?
Did he have wife?
Hold on, what's that?
You're
No,
nothing like your
he
father.
does die as a young.
No.
What a
So
loser!
then Princess Mary was next in line.
Oh.
Supposedly that's where Bloody Mary came from. Was her? Because
I'm afraid to follow up on that.
she was. So her mother was Catherine of Aragon, right? Queen of Spain, and so she was heavily devout Catholic.
Okay.
And there was no room for, Catholics and Protestants to exist together. So she went down like burning Protestant churches and lands and people who didn't conform. So I think that's like that reputation is what led to that nickname.
Oh,
Bloody Mary.
And they want a woman in power. Ha!
so emotional.
See what happens?
Yeah, so that Drake has a problematic name then, huh? Like that's like when we order that, that's like really insulting.
No, I was thinking the game that you play in the mirror.
That too.
Yeah. Like, and then Elizabeth, she goes on to reign forever.
Yep, she really does.
After that, yeah.
The only game I play in the mirror is negative affirmations.
But the Princess Elizabeth is even a better story with her and Queen Mary of Scots. That's was true. A very good rival. Very good.
Yeah. Did they ever have a celebrity boxing match for charity or?
No.
Live from the Globe Theatre.
Yeah.
Come see Mary, Queen of Scots, take on Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, that'd be good.
One son and 2 heads. Anne and Catherine, no bueno.
None of the King Henrys are related. That's impossible. She just said his son was king.
Yeah, that's also a poor use of an apostrophe, Caitlin.
There is a 2 month. Oh yeah. Okay, so there was a son with him and Catherine. Okay. Only 2
not
months.
all of them.
Elizabeth. Oh, I'm sorry. The son he had with Jane Seymour, the heir, was King Edward.
Oh, okay.
And he's the one that died.
He died at 15.
That's a nice long life for the 1500s.
Yeah.
That would have been.
There's a lot of unnamed sons because they're all miscarriages.
I wonder what the average life expectancy is in 1540 in England.
69. Hey.
Let's see. Average lifespan in England in 1400 was 54.
Which you just pulled off the top of your head, not at all looking up.
No, that's just stuff that I know.
Yeah, it's just things that we all just know. It's crazy.
Obviously.
That's all I got, you guys. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
I didn't have years or ages.
I literally knew 2 of these names that you brought up, so I
know so much more about Henry VIII now than I did before.
So upset that I've learned things because I hate learning things.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do our best to forget right when this is
Yeah.
over.
I mean, I'm
But
gonna do so much damage to my brain after this episode.
Yes, the wives and the religion. Breaking away from religion.
See, that's the two pillars of misery here: wives and religion.
that's right. Free yourself, young men out there. This is actually the first episode of our Manosphere podcast. We're breaking into who's the guy that died? Russell Simmons. Is that the guy that died? Is that his
Yeah.
name?
No, oh, I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The aerobics
You're
guy?
talking about Kevin Samuels?
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wait, what?
No.
I thought you meant Richardson.
No, yeah,
Him too, but
I'm mixing up a lot of people. No, yeah, we're see,
the great Kevin Samuels.
See, Sam and I are angling into the the Andrew Tate, Kevin Samuels demographic of alpha males.
Yes.
So that's we want to let you know, yeah, religion and wives. You do away with those things, you live a happy life.
Unplugged from the Matrix.
Unplugged from the Matrix.
You guys would really like The Handmaid's Tale then.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're that's Project 2025 in a nutshell.
That's pretty much what it is.
Oh,
Well, I'll take a Martha if you get to me, please.
You'll take a Martha.
Yeah.
I don't.
okay.
I'll try to figure out what that means and bring you.
I
one of those.
can't.
I know exactly what it means.
I don't want to be. I don't
want
want to. Never mind. This is gonna get dark.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know
stay away
exactly what she means, and I can't ask any of the follow-up questions for all sorts of reasons. But yeah, I mean I'm happy now that I know these things about Henry VIII because I plan on having 6 wives. None of them is going to be 32 years younger than I.
How many are going to get beheaded though?
Yeah. Are you looking for a country or money or?
Yeah, all of the above. I mean, aren't we all? Isn't that the American dream?
You want the whole package?
I want the country and the money.
Right. I want the country and the money.
Right.
And we're going to work on that.
Bring me your country and your money.
Around and see what country's looking for.
Hey, any bachelorettes out there, if you have a country and a lot of money.
You know what? I'll settle for a house.
Hell, even a 2-bedroom apartment.
I'll settle. You know what? Buy me lunch. We've gone down.
And we'll get married.
We've gone down from a country to lunch. How's that? Just please marry me.
Man, you're negotiating that like Chris Getz negotiated a trade.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, topical.
Give me 2 players. Oh, give me 1 player. All right, give me nothing. Come on, give me nothing.
I give you 3.
I feel like, have you guys seen those videos of couples or friends that paint each other and then show each other at the end?
I know what you're
talking about. I have seen those, yes.
Okay. I mean, it's been going around a lot, but like we could all paint Stoop and then send your portrait off and see like which one takes.
I think our algorithms are very different. But
that would be fun. We could it could be a thing.
Everyone draw Stoop, make a bunch of copies, and mail them to women.
Well, no, we would mail them to you. And then you guys could pick out which one you think represents you the most.
Listen, if you've got a drawing of me that you'd like to submit, you can send an email to theallsportscene@gmail.com. That's theallsportscene@gmail.com.
I know somebody who's got a drawing of you.
Go ahead and send.
What? That's not creepy at all. Who has a drawing of you?
No, it's not creepy. It's a very normal thing for a full-grown adult to do, isn't it?
Totally normal.
Isn't that a normal thing for a normal
not
guy to
weird at all?
I'm doing? It's not even a little bit weird. Anyway, for that adult and any other adults that would like to make drawings of me and submit them, we'll review them on the next Talking Out Our Ass. You can send them to theallsportscene@gmail.com.
That'll be our lead-in for that episode.
That's right. We'll cold open with your drawing of me.
When you clip this, can you quote tweet it with a still of you? So like we have something to refer to that's still.
Well, there's always music videos to go off of.
No, draw him from memory.
That's right. Draw me like one of your French girls.
Oh my goodness. This has been great. Julie, thank you so much for joining us. Do you have anything you want to plug or do anything while you're here?
I don't have anything to plug for myself, but go watch The Bums on Monday nights. They have happy hours every other Friday. And they also have a lot of bourbon videos you guys should go check out. They're short, they're sweet, and they're informative.
Just like Jason, short and sweet.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
I'll be seeing him anyway. I don't know about Sam because I haven't asked him. But I'll be seeing the Bums a week from Saturday.
A week from Saturday
at the old ballpark because it's better.
Yeah, I'll be there too.
It's better at the ballpark.
It is better at the ballpark. that was
oh my god.
Outside.
Bye.
Bye.
From our standpoint. We have Ask Guest on Thursday at 7:00. Please join us for that. And I just put out a blog this morning about the Olympic opening ceremonies. And if you're offended by it, you're the problem. All right, everybody.
Panic is back, baby.
It sure is. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks again, Julie, for joining us. Goodbye.